Tell me, do you have happiness in your life? You may have a car, a lot of money in the bank, maybe even the person you love. But are you truly happy? You will be surprised to know that in the present time, as much luxury people are consuming and as much wealth people have in their hands, in the last 1,000 years of history, humanity never had so much wealth and so much luxury. But you will be astonished to know that in the last 1,000 years, people never suffered so much depression and hopelessness as they are suffering now. Depression, restlessness, despair, suicidal tendencies, these have become like everyday guests. Imam Ghazali once said, "The problem is not outside. The problem is inside us, and the solution is also hidden within us." So now comes the question, what actually is happiness? Where is the solution? In a new car, in more money, in a successful career, or in something else? Scholars say, real happiness is unconditional, but the happiness we are chasing is conditional. That means you will get happiness only if you achieve something. Happiness will come only if there is so much money in the bank. Only after buying the apartment, I will be happy. But believe me, after achieving all these things, you will feel for a short moment that, now I am happy. But instantly that happiness will fade away, and again you will be lost in emptiness. You will again start running towards a new target. This is the cycle of sorrow of the present West. On the other hand, scholars say unconditional happiness is eternal happiness. That happiness does not depend on anything outside. Like, think of a white paper. Sometimes we paint it with the color of joy, sometimes with sorrow, sometimes with anger. But the real color of the paper is white. So the real truth is, we are that white paper. Whatever color you apply, be it joy, sorrow, or anger, the real color is white. So colors will come and go, but the paper will remain calm and clear. Do you understand? True happiness means to discover that calm state of the white paper. It may sound like happiness is outside. Buying a luxurious car will give happiness. If I become famous, if I get followers, then I will be happy. But how many people do we see who, after getting everything, still suffer from emptiness? Because the outer journey never ends. One after another desire keeps coming. But real happiness begins when we close our eyes and try to look inside. Then we realize the answer was always inside. The answer of happiness is within you. See, our life asks us questions. And our task is to find the answers to the questions life asks us. Now tell me, if life brings pain before you, brings anger, brings unrest, is that a punishment? I know most people think it is a punishment, but the correct answer is no. That pain is actually a question. Allah is asking you a question. Your job is to give the answer. How will you answer? Either you will run away from sorrow, or you will walk through the sorrow. You will transform it and slowly return to your inner white paper. Scholars say, pain cannot be suppressed. Pain cannot be escaped. Rather, you must face it. Imam Ghazali says, when you are afraid of darkness and fear to light the lamp, then, instead of lighting the lamp, look into the darkness. And keep looking at the darkness. There itself is light. They explain pain as energy. It is like fire. Just as with planned use of fire under the stove, food is cooked, or with planned fire, a torch is lit. In the same way, with wrong use of fire, a whole house is burned to ashes. So anger, fear, despair, these are not our enemies. These are just raw energies. The question is, will we learn to control them, or will they control us? Everything in our life happens through flow. It has a powerful flow. Like when riding a motorcycle in the first day or in the first week, you had to carefully pull the clutch, press the brake. But after passing that first week for a lifetime of thousands of hours riding motorcycle, you never had to separately think to press brake. You did not separately have to pull the clutch. You did not have to separately think to speed up or accelerate. The road, the environment, the car in front automatically synced with your subconscious mind, and everything started happening automatically. Foot brake, hand clutch, everything worked automatically. The flow of our life also goes forward automatically like this. But you must know, this flow can destroy everything if you cannot manage it properly. Like if you try to stop a flowing waterfall or an upstream river by building a dam, then it will break all those dams and destroy everything. But if you try to direct it properly with the right guidance, then with this water flow, electricity can be produced. It can be transformed into power. So the question is, are you just running with this speed or sometimes stopping to listen to the quiet voice inside? Are you only enjoying or sometimes chaining yourself with discipline? Maybe this is the time to think. Do I really want luxurious cars? Or do I want to find that inner white paper? The same white paper-like pure being with which Almighty Allah sent me to this world as. Remember, our biggest mistake is that we get lost in the game of identity. We say, I am a doctor. Someone says, I am a businessman. I am an MD. Another says, I am an award-winning student. But who is the real me? These are all roles. Remember, the real you is that spotless white existence hidden behind all these roles, like the white paper. Remember, whatever sorrow, hardship, or failure comes, it all comes upon those roles. It is the roles that break down. The real you always comes into the world like the white paper, and again leaves the world like the white paper. Whatever sorrow, pain, grief comes, it all comes upon those identities you yourself created. Nothing comes upon your real self. You are always intact like the white paper. Now, I want to ask you, will you exhaust yourself in this rat race? Running after more money, more followers, more popularity? Or will you stop and ask, am I not already enough? Will you run away seeing sorrow? Or will you look straight into the eyes of sorrow and say, you cannot stop me? Remember, we are all actually a white paper. Whatever sorrow, grief, pain, suffering comes, it all comes only upon the roles given to us in this world. Sometimes joy, sometimes pain, sometimes pride, sometimes despair. But behind all this, we come to the world white, and we leave the world white. And those who close their eyes and find that whiteness, they are the ones who find true happiness in this world. There lies freedom. There lies true happiness.